everybody. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Velkommen til vår kærvenner. Mange tak for dagen. And mit navn Tracy Farhad. Welcome, dear friends, honored guests, to the 79th annual Danish Days. We are so happy to have you here. Velkommen! Well, my name is Tracy Farhad, and I'm the Executive Director of the Solvang Conference and Visitors Bureau. And I love to ask this question every year. How many of you are visitors to Solvang? Oh, look at those hands. That's awesome. Well, and how many of the locals here want to help them feel like a Dane for the weekend? Give them a few more hours and they'll root even more after some aquavit. Well, we've got a lot of great entertainment programs for you. Tonight is a very special evening. We get to introduce people who are dear to our hearts and who will become very dear to yours as well. So why don't we start with the great music and the musicians that we have with us tonight. Let's give it up for the Great Danes. So would you all please help join us as we sing the national anthems of the United States and Denmark. Do we have a volunteer soloist for the Danish national anthem? Niels did it last year. He was brilliant. Please.
All right, here we go. Erling! Yeah, Erling! Woo! Erling Grimstra, give it up! This guy is cool!
Introduce yourself.
I'm Erling Grumstrup. I live at Atterdag Village with all the other old Danes up there. There's a few of them up there.
Introduction first. Don't start too early.
There's a little introduction. That was wonderful.
I know the second word.
That was wonderful. I think we'll invite him back next year. Well, next I would like to bring up a very important organization who puts on Danish Days every year. It is the Danish Days Foundation, and without them, this wonderful event would never occur. So we're thrilled to introduce you to the co-chairs of this year's event, Ms. Brenda Anderson and Max Hamburg.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 79th Annual Danish Days. We hope that you have a wonderful time this weekend. We have a lot in store for you, starting with tomorrow morning, the breakfast. So with that, we hope you have a good time.
I just like to take a moment and thank all the volunteers. You can't believe how many people it takes to put this little festival on. It doesn't seem like much, but there is a whole group of people that put on the beer garden, the Danish dance, this opening ceremonies. It's a lot more than you would think. So I just want to thank all of the volunteers. Thank you so much for helping.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our board, who's responsible for meeting year-round and putting this whole festival on. So, Max Hamburg, my co-chair. Also, we have Hans Berkholm. Come on out. Glenn Jacobson. Linda Johansson. Rodney Nielsen, who runs the breakfast. Bruce Peterson. Rick Marzullo. Rose Skit. And one of the most important people, our director, Denise Berkholm. Without her, I don't know what we would do. Thank you.
All the other names that were called, they're out still working, still trying to get all the things set up for tomorrow's breakfast and all the entertainment tomorrow. So they're out still working, that's why they're not up here.
Thank you so much, Foundation. We are thrilled to keep putting this on every year. We look forward to the 80th as well. You'll have to all come back next year. Well, in addition to the Foundation, there are a lot of great sponsors, but we have just a short list of the sponsors who have the biggest hearts and the best generosity. So we want to start off by thanking the City of Solvang for putting this on every year. Let's give a big hand for the city. Thank you. Especially since I'll be introducing the mayor, it's always good to thank the city. That's always important. We also want to really thank Montecito Bank and Trust, Visit the San Ynez Valley, San Ynez Band of Chumash Indians, and Paula and Charlie Greenwald. So a big hand to all of our sponsors this year. There's so many people, that's why I have to have notes. I hope you don't mind. So we want to give a little special shout out. There are a lot of volunteers that do hard work, but there's been an exciting element of the Danish Days since the inception of this one particular board member who started in 1995 and together has brought the artisan marketplace. And so we want to just bring back up on the stage and say a quick little hello. Rick Marzullo and Linda, we want to give you a special thanks this year for all your hard work. Come on up. Mr. Marzullo is also the designer of the ceramic Danish souvenir pins. Make sure